There is one speaker left. One speaker left. He's not a politician. He's not elected to public office. He's not paid to have anything to do with streetcars. He's not an administrative transportation official. He is someone who understands the value of passenger rail and the development of streetcars and light rail and high-speed rail. He is someone who has talked about this issue in this community for decades. He started working on me when I was in the Ohio Senate long before I ever considered running for mayor. He is the guy that I see as being Mr. Streetcar in the city of Cincinnati. Ladies and gentlemen, John Schneider.
Early on a spring morning in 1951, Cincinnati's last streetcar pulled into the Brighton car line, signaling the end of an era. And now, 22,209 days later, we begin a new era for our city, as our city becomes the first city in the Midwest to invest in a modern streetcar system. One that will link neighborhoods and important civic assets that Cincinnatians have nurtured for over 200 years. Secretary Hood, and Mayor Mallory and other guests, Administrator Rogoff. I represent the Cincinnatians who want a more walkable, more local, cleaner, and friendlier city, a model of a balanced transportation system. Mr. Secretary, we applaud President Obama's efforts to expand transportation choices, an initiative that was begun in 1982 under President Reagan and supported by every American president since. In particular, we appreciate your efforts, your personal efforts, to leverage our nation's transportation, housing, and environmental policies into a coherent strategy for repopulating our cities. Over time, more Americans will come to understand that in some cases, facilitating the trip not taken can be one of the most cost-effective transportation policies our nation can have. City Manager, you and your staff have driven the train that brought us here today. During your tenure, we've come to know you as a purposeful man, a few words, and great accomplishments. Cincinnatians who've worked the hardest on this project now have a saying, in Milton, we trust. Over the years, I've been invited to speak to groups in other cities that want to build rail. And one of the first things I always ask is, does your mayor support your plan? For without such support, no city can ever succeed in this. Fortunately, Mayor Mallory, you've been all in on this project. We have witnessed your resolve and grace under fire, and you have never let us down. And so today, we salute you, not only for the Cincinnati Streetcar, but also for the many dramatic changes taking place throughout this vital part of our region. Our city has regained confidence. People and businesses are investing again. And Mr. Mayor, you deserve much of the credit for that. Thank you. And finally, I want to thank Cincinnati's patient and persevering transit supporters who are in this room and in the hallway and probably on the steps outside. I can't recall a more sustained, multi-generational effort in support of a public project over such a long period of time. 15 years for some of the people in this room. Many Cincinnatians traveled to other cities, spent their own money to do their own due diligence about these systems. They contributed money and they worked in the polls, not in 2 elections, but in 3 elections back to 2002. God bless them. Against all odds, they never, ever gave up. So just as I applaud the leaders of our city and our nation for bringing us to this moment, I especially salute those who worked for so long and for so many years to bring us to this point. For sure, today is a very special day. But you know, you guys, we're just getting started. Thank you.